Welcome everybody. This video is about how to start and create your line tree assignment. So for this assignment, we will be making a tree out of lines and filling it up with lines as well. So we're going to start by creating our tree, and we want our tree to take up most of the space here. So I'm going to start with some basic curved lines. You're going to want to use a pencil for this. So I'm going to start with one big curved line on the left. And I'm going to make a loud noise for a second as I sharpen my pencil. Next, I'm going to do a large curved line on the right. So this creates the main area of my tree. Now I want this middle area to be about as big as my hand, if not a little bigger, so that I have a lot of space in here to work with. Next, I'm going to start by creating the branches, and I'm going to do that by creating more curved lines. So I'm going to put a curved line here, a curved line here. These are kind of almost like water balloon shapes or large scallops. There we go. Now my tree is kind of coming together. Next, I want to have a little bit of roots going on down here, so I'm going to create some curved lines on the bottom, like so. And that one got a little wonky, so I'm going to just erase and make sure that line is a little more curved. All right, so now I have the basic shape for my tree. And what I'm going to be doing is filling my tree with spirals. So this drawing activity is really about being present and practicing connecting our brains to our pencils. So I'm going to start a spiral. Hope you can see here. And I'm going to go around, and I'm just going to go slow. And my goal is to keep my lines as close together as possible without touching. I want to try and keep my lines evenly spaced and very close together. And I'm going to create spirals. Oops, and I have an itch on my arm. I'm going to go right back here and keep creating that spiral. My spiral doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just really practicing trying to keep my lines evenly spaced apart and really close together. So my hope is to make this first spiral as big as possible until it starts touching the edges. I'm going to stop for a second. If you get stuck or you're like, man, I need to start a new spiral, you can go ahead and just start a new one somewhere else. When you get to the edge of your spiral, when your spiral reaches the edge of your tree, boop, you're going to kind of follow it along invisibly and then add more to it. Boop. And then now, right, I can just put in a line here because I know it's going to go around. Just still try to keep those lines really close together. And I'm noticing that these ones were a little closer together than this. So I'm just going to think about that and then keep going. So you're going to fill your whole tree up with spirals. And then I will tell you the next step in the next video. So here's an example of a tree filled completely with spirals. So you'll notice that I put some tiny ones and a lot of bigger ones. And I made sure that they went right to the edge, and I was really careful to make sure that they didn't go over the edge. All right, so I'm going to stop here for this video, and I'll share some more ideas for the next video.